Hi my foodie family, how's everybody doing this evening? It is 5 o'clock and I'm starting dinner. I'm actually sitting down cooking dinner. Starting on spaghetti. I'm actually starting from the beginning, so it's going to be a long live video. So grab a soda, coffee or tea or something, and I'm going to flip you over so y'all can see what I have already on the stove. I'm getting the water boiled. I just turned it on. I just turned on the heat for the meat. I have lean ground beef and an onion chopped up already in the stove. So let me flip you over. Let's see here. Like I said, give me a sec. I'm going to put you through here. Gotta make sure that everything's connected. Make sure my phone don't die on me. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, all the movement here. Okay. So like I said, I have some water that I've just started to boil. And that's going to be for my spaghetti. And I actually am not going to make, I'm going to put some salt in the water so that way I don't have measurements. I just put whatever I want to in the water, just to give the water a little bit of flavor when I go to boil the spaghetti. And like I said, I have about 2 pounds of lean meat here and about a small onion chopped up. I wish I had some mushrooms. I don't have mushrooms. I did have some in the refrigerator, but they were spoiled. I didn't get to them on time. You can always add so many things to spaghetti. I'm going to go a little lazy today. Instead of making it from way scratch, like from fresh tomatoes and everything, I'm going to actually just use some of my spices for the cans that it's a lot easier to make for me. I didn't make the meatballs. I bought frozen meatballs. They're my store brand, the HB meatballs. They're Italian style. They're actually pretty good. I like them. And once this gets to cooking, I prefer to cook it for a long time, but I can always rush it. That's not a big problem on that. And then I let it simmer a good 2 hours, but when I'm rushing, I'll just do it like 30 minutes. I'll let it cook. Like I said, this is the lean meat, so I'm not even going to bother draining it because there ain't going to be that much of the fat in here. I love the way onion smells. Hi Joe and Sonia, thank you. If you're just joining in, I am making spaghetti with meatballs today. Like I said, I'm going to go a little bit easier on the way I'm cooking this spaghetti sauce. I'm going to, instead of making it with fresh tomatoes and all the spices, I'm going to use canned tomatoes instead and canned sauces to get the spaghetti going. But it's really good anyway this way. I've seen these, well, I have bought this one at the H-E-B in Laredo. However, I've been seeing them like at Walmart. I haven't seen them at the H-E-B where I'm at. But I know Amazon has these on there. There's different colors, different types and stuff. So you can try Amazon as well. And if you have Prime, Amazon will ship free to you. At least they do to us. So it just depends. So, as everybody knows, I've been in recovery from surgery. And yesterday, everybody was at work and I needed a few groceries here at home. So what I did, I went on my H-E-B local grocery store app. And somehow I got lucky. I have 4 free deliveries for them to deliver to our home. So all I paid was... they charge a fee for the tip for the driver to come drop off the groceries. So literally, I put everything I want on the app, all the groceries, down to how many chiles I wanted, 10 pieces of chile. And everything got here. It was awesome. They do normally charge a personal shopper's fee but for whatever reason I ended up with 4 free ones, and they asked me to pick a time. I told them between 12 and 1. By 12:01, well, at 20 till 1, I get a text and it tells me your groceries are on your way. And then at 12:01, I get another text that says your groceries have arrived. And I look out the peephole, and sure enough, the guy's in his truck grabbing the groceries. I open the door, he walks in, and he's asking me, where do I want them? And I tell him, just put them there on the table, and I put it up and stuff. That was awesome. I mean, they charged me $2.79 for the tip for him, for the driver. However, I also tipped him here at the house, you know, just because I just felt it was right, you know, to give him a tip. It was really, really cheap and convenient for me because I can't go too many places. Thank you, Marina. I can't go too many places yet and go, I get very, very tired still. So that was just perfect for me, you know, and luckily for something they charge, I believe, for your personal shopper. But when you're in a little bind like I was this time, you know, the price didn't matter. So it was actually pretty good. I liked it. It was a good experience, you know. And like I said, I still have 3 more free delivery other than his fee. So that one's pretty awesome. I liked it. So the meat's basically almost done. Yeah, it's just a little slightly pink here and there. So this is just basic ground beef. It's the lean one. It has a little bit more water than it does the fat. But to this, I'm going to add the frozen meatballs. Like I said, I bought this with the intentions of making it today. I asked them for ground beef. I asked them for this and that. And it was awesome. They brought everything. And the price for the food doesn't change either. It's the same price. Tax, everything doesn't change because you're doing it online. So these are fully cooked. They're frozen solid. I'm not going to put too many. Let me see. Because, well, whatever we don't need, I'll just freeze it. And this is the actual bag of stuff that I buy. The frozen meatballs. They taste really good. You can make some sub sandwiches of the meatball marineros as well with this if you wanted to, with this spaghetti sauce I'm making and stuff. And like I said, they're frozen solid. You can warm them up in the microwave. They're fully cooked. So it doesn't matter to me right now because like I said, I'm going to simmer this for at least 30 minutes. Okay. So the water started boiling over here. And I'm going to get a pound of spaghetti. Any brand spaghetti. Doesn't matter. I should have gotten a bigger pot. That's what I should have gotten. But it'll do for now. Once I get that spaghetti in the water, I'm going to time it for 12 minutes exactly. So I put my timer for 12 minutes. And that is the perfect timing for the spaghetti to be done. Not mushy, not soft. It's just perfect. So just make sure it's submerged all the way into the water when you make that spaghetti. Okay, let me go back over here. Okay. So to this, I'm going to add Italian spice, and that's what I use to make the sauce here. And I only start off with 1 because I can always add more spices. I can never take the spice away. So I'm only adding 1. Let me see if I can get this over here. This time around, I'm using garlic salt. I normally don't use the garlic salt because it has too much salt, but for this I will. And then I'm also going to use some more garlic, just regular garlic powder, because I like the garlic flavor. And this is tablespoons I'm using right now. To this, I'm going to also add black pepper. You use white pepper, whichever pepper you like. And I'm only going to do a tablespoon of that. These are the Pioneer Woman measuring spoons. I love them. This one has butterflies, a flower, a little bird, and a heart. They're really cute. I like them. Okay, put that aside. Give this a little mix. I wish I could smell. We had smell-o-vision or something, because this really smells really good. Okay. So what I like, let me go ahead and put these to the side a little bit, make a little room for the sauce here. To this, I'm going to add 1 can, which is 6 ounces of the Catadina tomato paste, but the Italian herb. So I'm going to scoop that one out. I always do that one first so I can break it down. Because it's real thick and then it'll be chunky. So I try to break that one down as much as I can at first with the meat. And try to get, don't stick any just spatula into the heat here. Make sure that your spatula can withstand a certain amount of heat. Actually, when you buy them, if they are meant for the stove, they'll tell you it can go up to 400 degrees or something like that. You know, so just make sure that it stays something similar to that. Okay, so breaking that up. Perfect. Now we're going to do 1 can of tomato sauce, Italian herb as well. This is the 15 ounce. So just scrape off any extra that's in there. And you got to be careful, because after this starts getting at the bottom, it starts bubbling and it'll start getting the air out somehow, and those start, you can see it starts to pop like that. And this one, it's crushed tomatoes. And on these crushed tomatoes, it's the basil flavor with the sea salt, and it's 28 ounces. So the water's gonna try to overflow over here. Give it a mix real quick. They say if you add a wooden spoon to it that it doesn't spill. I've yet to see that. It always spills on me no matter what. Okay, so give it a good mix. Make sure those spices are mixed, because there's still some here like on the meatball and stuff. So make sure y'all mix it really good. Well, my little one, my granddaughter, starts school tomorrow. She made herself some pancakes again this morning. She's all about making pancakes right now. Okay. And then you could taste it right now. You're going to get kind of like a little bitter taste. And only because the Italian herbs haven't cooked down. So it's a little strong in the flavor. Sometimes I'll add some oregano to this. It just depends on how I feel. Today I didn't feel like adding the oregano. Just make sure that you add, you know, spices, like I said, taste. And then, let's see. It's perfect the way it is, the tablespoon of everything. I'm not going to add no more to anything. On this, like I said, I'm going to let it simmer. So those meatballs are going to be getting warmed up on here. I do want to add, I'm going to go ahead and use the same spoon. I'm going to get the water from the spaghetti. And I'm going to thin it out just a bit. The reason I'm using the spaghetti water is because it has starch. So this way the spaghetti doesn't get, the sauce, spaghetti sauce doesn't get so thin when you add regular water. The starch kind of thickens it up a little bit. But it helps it thin out so it won't be so thick. And it all has that. It's starting to pop. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. You can actually eat it already, but the spices are going to be very strong. Like I said, they're just right now starting to cook. So I like to leave it cooking there for a little while. Spaghetti wants to spill on me over here. Okay, so now we got the spaghetti going. Like I said, it wants to spill on me. The little red you see in here is from the... You don't have to mix it. I'm just doing it because I have it on super high. I'm going to lower it just a bit. But, like I said, I'm going to leave my wooden spoon there. It's not supposed to overflow. I don't know. And you can hear this going. It's bubbling really, really good on here. We got about 4.5 minutes left on the spaghetti. Let me get that colander. So when I drain the spaghetti, if I wanted to stop cooking, I'll throw it in the colander and I'll throw some ice on it and let the ice cool it off and stuff so it could just stop cooking. Other times I'll just leave it in the water, and what it does is it just makes the spaghetti softer and a little bit thicker. So it just depends on your liking. If you like that spaghetti a little bit softer or not, or mushier, I guess you want to say. So that's about it for spaghetti. That's not much. Sorry, I'm over here putting away all this stuff that I took out for the spaghetti so I can put it away. Getting rid of some of this trash. Let me give that spaghetti a mix. Right now I'm closing the bag of meatballs so I can put it up in the freezer. What is everybody cooking today for dinner? Are y'all eating out? Sandwiches? Oh my goodness. Not doing much around the house. I did a few dishes today and that's about it. Made breakfast and now this. Oh, cold water tastes good. I was thirsty. So be careful when you open the spaghetti because it's going to be popping. So I'm going to give it a mix. So be very, very careful at this point. Ouch. So I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. But actually, okay, I don't want it to get stuck at the bottom. And I got about 2.5 minutes for the spaghetti to be done. Like I said, I don't need to mix it. I just do, just out of habit. And it doesn't really take that long to make it out if you make it from the can. If you make it from the tomatoes, the sauce, you kind of have to blanch the tomatoes a little bit and peel the skin and blend it and all that good stuff. Or not even blend it, just chop it up and stuff and get it cooking. But I prefer to blend it so it won't be so chunky. I love putting onions and sauteed mushrooms and bell peppers in my spaghetti. But since my granddaughter doesn't like spaghetti sauce, where she has to earn time to be on the tablet or any electronics. So for her to do that, she has to try something new to eat every day because she's a very picky eater. So she'll eat the spaghetti pasta by itself, but she will not eat the sauce. So today she'll be trying the spaghetti meat sauce and the meatballs as something new for her to try on the spaghetti. So I didn't want to add the bell peppers to it. Like I said, I wanted mushrooms, but they were spoiled, so I threw them away, so I didn't add none of the mushrooms. But I love vegetables in my spaghetti. I've even eaten it with zucchini. It tastes really, really good with the zucchini. But actually, I ate it with the zucchini. Somebody was having a plate sale, and we bought some. And I thought it was kind of weird, but it tasted really good. So I've had it that way as well. Okay, so we got about 40 some seconds left on the spaghetti, and then I'll turn it off. I'm debating whether to leave it in the water or to just let it run underwater, cool off, and put some ice to stop the cooking. If I leave it in the water, it doesn't stick as much as it would if I pull it out. If I pull it out, then I'll probably add a little bit of the Italian spice with the some oil just to get it from sticking, but I don't want to go through all that, so I'm just probably going to leave it in the water. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off right now. Like I said, I only have 5 seconds left. Let's see here. Let me bring it back down. Oh, there it is. Okay, turn off that. Turn off that. And spaghetti is done. Let me show you. Oh, let me go around so I won't get in front of the camera here. See, it's super hot, but it's already done. You can see it's easy. It's hot. Easy to cut. Already done. Has a little salt flavor to it. It's good. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of the water from it and add it over here to the sauce. Like I said, this water has starch, so it doesn't water down the spaghetti sauce too much. Ooh, this is hot, and I have it only halfway at a medium heat. I don't even have it on high. So I'm going to lower that heat. Turn it off for now. But at this point, you can actually serve yourself spaghetti and eat, which I'll probably end up doing right now. And then I'll let it simmer there for about, maybe about an hour. If that, like I said, it's really, really good. The longer it stays simmering. But this is something fast if you want it quick. Let me get a little bit of that spaghetti. Drain out some of that water. Because if you don't drain it, then what's going to happen? It's going to be all watery and everything. There you go. Get some spaghetti here. And let me get some sauce and meatballs going. I'm kind of scared to open it right now because it's still hot. Okay, let's put a little bit. And I don't know about y'all, but I like adding Parmesan cheese to, let me close that. I'm getting spaghetti splatters everywhere. Let me see if I can find some Parm cheese. I know I have some. Victor, no, I have not tried any fennel seeds with it. I've never, that's something different. Let me bring you around over here. Let's see here. That's a little dark, let's see. So I do have, if I can get some more light onto that, it's a little dark. I do have fresh Parmesan, shredded kind. Actually, it looks like it's going bad. Let me see. When does it expire? Supposedly January of next year. But okay, so a little bit of that. And then I love the powdered one. The only thing missing here, which I have some, and I'll make some here in a bit for the family, are a little bit of wings, buffalo wings, which they're frozen. I'm not making them fresh. And as well as garlic bread. I don't have garlic bread and I don't feel like making any. But I will make the wings for them. So let me get a fork. Let me see how hot that is if I can eat it. Get a little bit of this meat here. Oh, it's super hot. And it's already warmed up all the way through. That's why it's so easy to cut. So you can see inside the meat. You can see the spices in it throughout it. It's really good. You get a little bit of the spaghetti. I don't want much. And yay me, I'm able to eat solid food now. So I'm eating a little bit, not a lot. Like I said, I personally don't like meatballs. But the ones from the store-bought like that, I actually like them. So let me see real quick here. Let me flip you around. Okay, so anyways, let me see, this is hot. This is good. I'm gonna let it cook some more because I can still taste some of the spices real strong. Yes, it does. I've actually used this to this sauce to make some lasagna, and I've used it on pizza as well. And I with the pizza, I don't add the meat, but I will cook the meat on the side and sprinkle it on top and stuff. But this is dinner. Like I said, I'm gonna make some buffalo wings here in a little bit. I'm gonna put them in the oven to cook and stuff, so it can be ready. Get ready and stuff. But that's about it. I'm done. Dinner's ready. So y'all enjoy y'all's evening. Let me know what y'all gonna be cooking. Post pictures. Don't forget. Love you guys. We'll see y'all. Bye. And thanks for hanging in with me.